This is But Don't Quote Me, a podcast about life, love, the culture, but just do not quote us. Welcome!
Hi!
Okay, y'all, welcome back to the podcast. This is But Don't Quote Me, a podcast about life, love, and the culture, but don't quote us. Duh, we said that. We say that all the time. Okay, I'm Lindie.
I'm Madison.
And we are co-hosts with the mostest, giving you everything. Okay, and as you can see, we have guests. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait. Really, I'm about to do this. I just remembered. Yes, we have some great co-hosts. I'm gonna let them fully introduce themselves, but we're gonna get into everything about them later on in the podcast. But yes, introduce yourselves.
Yeah. First one, I'm Frankie. I'm a director, a producer, a script writer.
Come on.
A business owner.
Period.
And low key a manager, but he does not think he's a manager.
Okay, all that.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah.
My name is Joseph, but I go by the artist name of Jo Pastel. I am a music artist. I also am a singer songwriter, ghostwriter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes. We're so excited, y'all. But we gotta get into it, okay? If you watched the podcast before, you know we start with you didn't hear this from me because you didn't hear this from me. That's usually just the T segment. But today we're doing this or that. Okay. Okay. Obviously we're gonna start off right. Drake or Kendrick.
Oh shit,
man!
Immediately.
That's immediate. Of course, 100%. Frank, you wanna go first?
Nah, man, you take
it first. I mean, like 100%. I'm behind Drake.
Okay.
Repping for the albums, OVO. You know what I'm saying? Now, 100%. Like Kendrick, I think in my opinion, Kendrick did like eat on that verse. Okay, let's be being for real. But at the same time, if we listen to Drake's come on, he rebutted everything he said. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And it's been 8 days, and Kendrick has to respond.
Okay.
But Drake waited 2 weeks.
You know, but sometimes,
He did wait longer.
but when you're the GOAT, you can do that because everybody else's press is not him. That's why it's 20 versus 1.
I think Drake rubbed too many people the wrong way. I guess maybe for too long, and then maybe there was opportunity. Let's take it.
That's true too, but a lot of those people, Drake's the reason they got number ones.
Oh snap!
True, he did say that.
Like Rick Ross, he needs to sit down, go eat some lemon pepper wings.
I just feel like after the whole thing with Pusha T, I want to back Drake, but I'm real nervous because he keep bringing up people's wives.
Okay.
It didn't go well last time. Okay. That's how we found out about his son. So it's just
that's real.
I want to back Drake for sure because I listen to Drake more, but it's like, is he gonna win?
He did disrespect by
but he did good.
Yeah, he should not have said
Whitney.
Whitney.
Stop bringing up people's wives.
He tripping on that one though. He tripping on that.
Wait, he said Whitney name.
Yeah. He said I be around bodyguards like Whitney.
No, his bars was very funny. I said, you're having fun in that piece right now.
Yeah.
Oh my! Did y'all see that AI diss track that he made?
Yeah.
With Tupac.
But who made it?
He did.
Oh, he made it.
So
that was serious.
Is it released?
Yeah, no, it's not like a real track, but what they said is like a reference to where it's like Drake wrote the verses for the Tupac and the Snoop Dogg AI, just put their voices over it. But it was fully Drake wrote the whole thing. He's just trolling these people, bro, just until they do something. He's just trolling them. He really don't and the thing is, the reason why I'm 50-50 with Drake now, even though I just said I was 100%. The only reason why it's 50-50 is just because of the fact it's just he does this, he mastermind with the game, whatever. But then once another diss record comes out and it just shuts him up, he's done. And then he'll get on the interview and be like, that's just another chip on my armor. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want another interview. I can't
literally. Keep that to himself.
That was scary.
Wow, I was trying to skip it.
No.
Dang, I can't pick one though, for real. And that's my honest answer. I really just I fuck with both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
You feel like that's the PR?
I feel granted, you know what I'm saying? We do appreciate both of y'all. 100%. But at the same time, just looking at the history of it, it's just I honestly feel like there's some animosity between them ever since that Control verse. And Drake was just please tell me right now, how does a Control verse start? I'll wait. 100%.
Okay.
So
I mean,
it's just-
I
So, you know what I'm saying? So he had a good point. He was like, Kendrick is great at creating moments. And that's what he does. He creates great moments to shake up the rap game. But it's about longevity. And at the end of the day, it's just like Drake's more like pop anyway. So the numbers don't lie. And that's why when Kendrick said Prince outlived Mike Jack, Drake rebutted that and was like, think about it. Michael Jackson is considered the king. The Prince, you get what I'm saying, is the son. So it's just like, come on now. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I guess. Honestly, I don't know. They don't got nothing to do with me. After Drake came back, I said, and now I don't care. I said, it was cute. I was in it. Actually, it really was J. Cole doing what he did that really I was like, okay, it's not even fun no more. Why would you do that?
What, the apology?
Yeah, it's like
at your own festival.
No, I
I'm
feel
so glad I
like
didn't
that
see
was
that
so
in person.
beautiful, though.
it was gross
like
for
it.
sure, but I just really
But also,
wish
no.
he would have came to that realization before he did a thing.
Yeah.
Before he, because originally I thought that the whole EP that he dropped was the album that he was planning to drop. That's why I was like, okay, I get why he had to say something because he was already gonna put out music.
Right.
But that was some shit he just pulled together. Like you didn't have to pull that together. Actually, you could have said nothing.
Yeah, that was my problem. Like
That's
all
real.
this, and you're gonna drop the fall off, and you could have just said nothing. Like, because it wasn't even like a lot about him. It was mostly
Exactly.
directed at Drake. So I'm like,
Exactly.
you could have just left it on.
And then J. Cole's diss track wasn't even like that heavy. It was a warning shot. Like he was just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna. In my opinion, I felt like J. Cole dropped the diss just to see if the beef was real. Like, yo, like, are we really doing this?
Right.
Because if we're not doing this, I'm cool. But if this is for real, then I know you're gonna respond. I kind of felt like J. Cole didn't give it enough time to get that proper answer. But I mean, I guess it is growth because he said it didn't sit right with his spirit. But my thing is, I appreciate J. Cole's lyricism. Like, to me, like, he's in my top 5. And if you're making songs to where if I smoke a rapper, it's gonna be legit. Like, I need you to, I need that energy, bro. I need that energy, bro, because like I said, like, but then it's so crazy because when you listen to the diss, it's almost like it's hard to believe the diss. Because J. Cole's not that confrontational when it comes to anything, unless like a nigga come at him crazy like Dickie Simmons or like, you know, like them back in the day. Y'all didn't know Dickie Simmons and J. Cole had like, y'all didn't know?
I didn't know either.
Y'all didn't know that. Yes, back in the day, I think I was in like elementary, about to go to middle school.
Because I'm like, Dickie Simmons.
What started that beef?
Dickie Simmons had it was so J. Cole got a song called, is it called Purple Rain? I think J. Cole got a song called Purple something, but that song was about Dickie Simmons' sister, right? Because they knew each other.
It was like Angela or Vanessa.
I don't know which one it was, but I think they knew each other, and I guess Dickie Simmons felt some type of way about it, and my nigga like he dropped the diss track to him for real.
Wow.
100%.
So Dickie Simmons has a diss track.
100%.
Okay.
We're gonna
have to hear that.
Right. I was like, nah, I want to know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Figure it out.
Okay, y'all. Well, obviously the next question is about the other beef. Okay, Quavo and Chris Brown.
Oh,
Pick a
snap.
song.
Pick a song. Okay.
I'm on Chris. I'm just saying, keep it short, sweet. I'm on Chris Brown's side. I feel like he killed him. I feel like that was just. I felt like, I don't know what the world that my man was on, but he had to let that junk. He had to let it all go. And then I also kind of felt some type of way too in the thing because in Quavo's diss, he like mentioned that like of course like he he beat, you know what I'm saying, around and everything like that. But also Quavo did.
They was testing it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was testing it because he had the altercation with Sweetie in the elevator, so it's just kind of like. You can't like throw a stone and hide your hand at the same time. He was on the same thing too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's crazy because I didn't even know they was beefing. Why are they beefing?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I love
it
doing that.
has to do with cruises. I don't know what else. I don't know what started this. But I've been seeing like videos of Chris Brown been saying, I hate this nigga Quavo.
Yeah, he said it a lot. I really do
He said it like
publicly all the time.
Oh,
That he like him. So I'm like, oh.
I did not know
But
that.
I really think
No,
it is
that
over
was the
Karuchi.
video.
I did yell that, but I'm pretty sure it's over Karuchi.
Dang.
Probably is. It probably is. Just like Future and Drake over like women, like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
over women.
Which doesn't make any sense. Cause like
There's so many.
Future and Drake, like y'all seem like y'all really is giving
Y'all
best
was
of buzz, really locked
Locked
in.
in.
So you
right.
fighting over a bitch for real? Like, oh my god.
I think he mad. I think he think 21 Savage took his spot. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think when 21 and Drake made that album, it did so well other than What a Time to Be Alive did. And then they were supposed to make What a Time to Be Alive too.
But it
You
was
get what I'm
not
saying?
better than No What a Time to Be Alive. Cause I was listening to that album like this is Drake album featuring 21.
Hold on, what?
Yeah,
That's
that's how I feel. I feel like what's the name of 21 and Drake album?
Her loss.
Okay, I feel like Her Loss is not better than What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah, I'm a co-signer.
What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah, I was thinking
It felt like a collaboration album. They was really
I just like
together on their
that.
shit. But Drake and 21, it's a Drake song and then a little bit of 21 every time. I don't get. I don't care.
You
to listen to
agree?
it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever What a Time to Be Alive like actually dropped, like that was just kind of like a moment.
It really
for
was
sure.
What a Time to Be Alive at that moment.
It
Yeah.
really was. And that music was like playing like hell in the clubs. Like you heard that everywhere.
Exactly.
So I can kind of feel it a little bit. Appreciate both of them.
Yeah,
but
now I'm standing on it. I don't think I even remember 3 songs off of that. 100%.
What a Time to Be Alive?
Yeah, I don't remember. No, I don't think I know any songs. Maybe I know the last one because that was a Drake. You know, like
What
one of those
song?
7 a.m.s, 8 a.m. thing songs that he did.
Mhm.
I think he did Tiger on that one. But no, I do not remember any of the songs like that on that album.
okay.
But it was good while it
Let's pull
lasted.
up the track list right now.
Aw.
It was a good.
I'll give you that. That's a
still
good
fuck
statement.
with that.
That's a good one. I can see that. I can see that. But I do think Her Loss was way better though. 100%.
It felt like collaboration to you.
100%.
Yeah.
He didn't feel like
Nah,
it was
I didn't feel that way.
I
collaboration.
did not feel collaboration.
Somebody did
It
more
felt
of
like
that project.
Drake.
Oh.
Right. It just was like 21. Please come and drop this verse real quick. I don't care about nothing else.
Can you do
That's
something?
funny.
Please.
That's crazy.
So that's
I ain't
all
even
I
think about it
felt.
like that. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
But I just, that's just Drake giving somebody like the stimulus package. You know what I'm saying? That was a full stimulus
And
package.
that's like,
You know what I'm saying? He did the same thing for what's that? The 4 Bats. The guy who got that song.
Oh, yeah.
Same
what
thing.
song?
Yeah.
Because one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that song.
Yeah, that song. But at the
I
same
forgot
time,
all
it's
about
like,
that.
where did he come from?
TikTok.
Yo, my man came out of nowhere.
But Drake been doing that
I was
though.
blowing up on Instagram with that.
That song
The way
hard
he
too.
looked versus the actual song.
Yeah.
Everybody was shocked.
Oh, is he
That's how I
ugly?
saw it.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
He looked like
Is he fine?
he's like real.
Oh, he's hood.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Get hood vibes.
Yeah.
Like,
And the
I
song
can
is so
kinda
soft.
see.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
And then the
YouTube
his visuals is like pretty hard too.
No, they
so it's
don't.
kind of like
It's just
I don't want to
confusing.
ski mask with girls and then be like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to hear like what he sound like live.
I feel like he sound like this. I come and slide by 8 p.m.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
It's
not.
not gonna be the
Yeah.
same.
That's what he really sound
That's
like.
funny. Wait, you gotta go back to that What a Time to Be Alive. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna listen to it today on the way back to the crib. That's like what I'm gonna listen to.
All right. So, popular or unpopular music? Y'all searching for y'all people or whatever come to you on the radio or I don't know, TikTok, whatever comes on TikTok. What's the vibe?
You go.
Yeah, it's so crazy because I work with a lot of artists.
Mhm.
So I really don't listen to like the mainstream music.
Mhm.
I really be in the car bumping Jo Pastel,
Okay, come on.
BLE D-Lo, Taylor Gray, and it's really crazy. I like really be listening to their music, and that's what's on my playlist.
Yeah. Shout out to all the people that Frankie said. Also Joe the Most High and the homie. You know what I'm saying? There's also artists as well that come from South Carolina. But I mean, like, yeah, just like what Frankie said, it's like get to that point to where, like, even for me, like, my top 5 has always been my top 5. It's gonna stay the same. Andre, Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, Westside Boogie. It's just gonna stay like that. You know what I'm saying? So anything other than that, I'm listening to my friends who also make music too. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know about any bad music though. Like, there's music that I'm tired of listening to.
What
Because
you
it just
tired of
keeps
listening
being
to?
played all
Right.
the time.
What you tired of listening to?
I
You trying to
wasn't
say
saying it. I didn't say it. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't
Y'all,
say
they
that.
play
You
Getting
trying to
Sexy.
be
But all I'm saying,
Girl, you know his ass super fat.
I ain't lying. Like I'm just saying, I know it, but I'm.
Hey, I'm his favorite. Come on.
It's such a turn up song. But I just like, and I'm probably just saying this just because how I feel like right now from yesterday. We listened to that song like 20 times.
Yeah,
No, it had to be like 20 times.
Yeah.
And every single time, I forgot. I just think every single time we celebrated after the celebration.
Get him
Like-
sexy. Yeah.
Nah, what about y'all though? What y'all on?
I think I'm more of a mainstream whatever comes to me person. I think because I just be lazy. Whatever comes to me, if I'm like, oh, I love this, and I'll put it on my phone. But I don't be making playlists.
Yeah.
I just, if it comes to me, I'm put it on there, and then I'm going to play it to the ground. And then I'm going to move on. Every time.
Yeah, I do the same. If I get like underground, it's because somebody put me on. So that's really the only way. But usually, if you find someone who really knows a lot, you can get a whole lot of artists.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
But you can't really tell them because people be like, "Remember I put you on?"
Right,
I don't wanna hear
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to hear that.
Like,
I don't want to
hey,
hear
them just
that.
like the
Yeah, it
artists.
is.
The underground scene is so like different now, like in like today's era. Just because like I think the music industry is so oversaturated at the same time. Like anybody can get a recording studio on Amazon and start making anything and then putting it out.
Yeah.
So like even like the idea of like the underground artist, like that was a culture, you know what I'm saying, based off of like the music, like how it sounded, you know what I'm saying, just the independent type of like fuel that was behind it. It's just really different now. It's just really different now because everybody sounds alike these days. They sound the same, and I think most people that are making it, like they're intentionally making it that way in hopes of getting that overnight success, which like TikTok brings a lot for certain people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's almost to where it's like once you get it, and now you're on that stage, you weren't prepared because now you don't have nothing else to like fall back on for like another single or another one. And I think that's another reason why we've all seen it. Like people come and they just go. And we're like, where are they went? Like,
Right.
Blueface, baby.
nah, Blueface. Alright, you know what I'm saying? He got some hits on him now. I ain't gonna lie.
And he can write for people too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wrote for that. He's the baby mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was stupid. I said,
Yeah.
he right for real. I said, oh.
He had him in the studio.
Okay.
Funny.
What his record label was called?
I have no idea.
It was something.
Barbie.
Something crazy.
Wait.
That's the song. But
Oh.
yeah, his record label was like Baby
Milk Music.
Milk
Milk,
Music.
there we go.
Yeah. Milk Music.
Just
Yeah.
doing crazy
That's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That man's funny, bro. It's some crazy
You gotta
stuff,
appreciate
bro.
people that are smart
way.
with their marketing.
At all.
Okay. Are we thinking albums or EPs? You getting through a full 20 something? I think Beyonce just had like 27 on that thing. Or you want something short and sweet to the point, curated.
Dang, that's really hard though. That's really
Yeah.
hard. That's a good question. I'm gonna go with album. I'll go with album. Cause I think my favorite album that I know for a fact that I can listen to from front to back is Drake's Views album. I can listen to that 100%. EPs are really good too though. That's such a hard question.
Yeah, I
think
That's
that's
such a
EP.
hard question. Like,
Come on, we do our job. We do our job.
nah, let's
Y'all got us
hard.
thinking over here like,
There are
man.
more EPs.
I almost want to like. I know I got more EPs in my phone right now than I got albums. I know it.
So
Yeah.
maybe the answer is.
Yeah, it's probably EPs. It's just albums get to you sometimes because it's just like Brandon gotta be 20 songs, man. I like it. But just give me like pieces, you know what I'm saying? Give me like a good 7. I can really digest 7. Because if it's like it's like a 20 track album, it's almost to where it's like you really can't like take full advantage of it because there's so much going on to where it's just like, oh yeah, okay, track 7, 8, 15, 13, you know what I'm saying? I don't like them. And I just skip them. Album, when you listen to an album and you go back to the album, you're going to the album specifically for a song. Not for the whole album, for a song.
Yeah, but sometimes songs grow on you. I would say album because I just feel like you're really most of the time. The artist is really putting in effort into curating that album, start to finish. I want this, especially, you know, Beyonce.
Yeah.
She gonna have that shit flow for a reason. So I just really like that because I'm like, okay, I want to go start to finish with this because that's how you want it to be, and I'm really gonna like digest it the way you want me to digest it. And I just love going back to an album and being like, damn, I didn't fuck with this song before, but now it's getting, now I need to hear it. I'm gonna, like I said, listen to it to the ground. And yes, I would say album. EPs are cute because it's like, okay, you wanted me to hear these 4 songs, cute. But I don't know, I just like this is a decision you made, 1 through 27. I'm gonna listen to them.
I believe that. Did y'all like that Beyonce album? By the way?
I did.
Yeah.
Y'all did?
I like it for what it was. Like, it's not necessarily like, oh, now I'm a country girl. It was like, you're really, and that's how I felt about the one Drake album that he was just doing all pop. Not pop, but like house music.
What's it?
I'm like,
honestly,
I
never
forgot.
mind.
Yeah.
yes. I'm like, you got to a certain point where you can do whatever you want for real. So be creative. You want to make a all house album, make an all house album. You want to make a all country album, make an all country album. And it was kind of like country R&B, soul-y, so I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah.
That's what I was hearing
Do
people
you
saying.
miss like the old Beyonce, or you're okay with the new Beyonce?
I like it all.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's everything's so different. She gives like variety and stuff. And I feel like she just puts so much detail into everything. Everything flows with her album. So when she puts the album out, I listen to it because she does things with a purpose. Like she wants you to hear it the way she put it out. So I think that's why it works for me. Like for Beyonce, some people can't really, they don't pay attention enough in the level that she does, I feel, to like do the things that she does.
She has the eye. And she's very meticulous.
And she's been doing it for a long, long time. So
That's right.
Right, and she gonna put in that effort.
Right.
Like, because we got TikTok and everything, people are like, okay, what can I do to get the kids invested? But Beyonce's like, and then it really is because she's been around for a minute. Because if she was starting out with these new people, she probably would be at least having a similar mindset of like quick and fast. Because she's been around, she's like, these niggas gonna do whatever I say. So like, I'm gonna just do what I want to do.
Right.
I think Drake has that same vibe. That's why he put out that album. Because whatever, like, I'm just here for fun. People had shit to talk. There was a couple cute ones. On that album. So like, okay, it doesn't matter. You don't gotta be this rap all the time. We know that man likes accents. Like, let him do the thing. It doesn't matter.
My man be sounding like he from the UK.
I'm saying, and then if he gonna get Caribbean on you, he's gonna try to be Jamaican too.
Yeah.
And it's okay. We can. I mean, not everybody can do that. We let him slide, but like, you know, try stuff.
I agree. That's fine.
Yeah. I think EPs or albums. I feel like EPs are like more personal than like the albums. I feel like albums are like mainstream. So like I feel like I can really appreciate like EPs a little bit better. I don't know.
That's real life though.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Like Smino got an EP out there and it's like real personal. Like I take like J. Cole's like well, I ain't gonna lie, like that might delete later. That's an EP, but it's still like that wasn't that person. He was hungry on that shit.
He
was hungry on that one, brother. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause the album before that, what was it? The Off Season. I did not like that album. I'm not gonna lie, and I did not like that album. Like, granted, 100%. One of the greatest who ever done it. Let me make it real. We love Cole, but personally, that was probably like my least favorite album from him ever.
And I feel like the Revenge of the Dreamers, I don't know.
It was okay.
I see him wanting to get like other people involved and collaborated, but it's just.
I looked at that as more of an opportunity.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought that was fun. I'm like, okay. He's on some. He's letting other people ride on some. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. I kind of just looked at it.
It definitely put me on.
Some real life. Yeah. I agree with that. But not all season though.
No to that.
I actually like some of those songs on it, but
I know you do. My life.
It's one of them. I can't even think of it.
Oh, okay. No,
he be like talking shit.
I think Let Go My Hand was hard. Okay.
Did you ask answer albums or EPs?
Oh yeah. I didn't answer. Dang. I feel like I like both, but I guess if I have to force it, then Okay.
You ain't gotta force it. You can say both.
I like both. I'm not gonna lie. I like both. I feel like it depends on the artist though, because it just depends on the artist. I say both.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Okay, I have one more question. It's not about music, okay? Situationships or relationships?
I don't know.
Come on.
Are you here for a good time or a long time? What you going?
What's your vibe right now? What it is
What's
right
the
now?
vibe?
What's the vibe?
Man, that's so
Just
crazy.
at the moment.
The relatability.
I ain't trying to be in love or in lust, okay?
Relatability. I mean, I like relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really the type of person to, like, if I'm like talking to somebody, I'm talking to like multiple people at the same time. I'm not trying to I'm trying to get my attention to this person, especially if like at that moment, like I see something, you know what I'm saying, that caught my attention. It's like I actually want to like genuinely get to know you instead of pretending like, or making you feel like I'm really just wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? So situationships can just get too like, they just get too like
Messy.
Yeah, it's just like, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, there's people out there in the world that hold on to grudges. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and like hold on to like,
Right here.
really like hold on to it and be like, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact, but you would have the right to, because of the fact of like, now you know better than doing some stupid shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I would choose relationships over the situationship.
Definitely relationships for me. 100%. 100%.
Stay away from all messiness. We don't want nothing to do with it.
Relationships can be messy enough.
Yeah.
That's, oh my God.
So we don't even gotta get to the
Yeah.
games. Let's try to be serious and see what we can get in between that. But yeah, I would choose say relationships. I'm trying to be in love, like stupidly in love. So yeah, I'm not trying to play around. Like we're old as hell. Like let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like relationships, but like it depends on the communication, because I feel like either way, situationship, relationship, it could go bad. So it's just relationship, but it's a lot either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
100%. I agree with that.
I feel like a situation.
I love that
I feel like
question.
she's easier.
Well, I thought you said
These are some real good questions.
Nah, it's too good.
Yeah.
Almost like y'all know my life.
We done been on,
Search. We didn't stop.
we done been on a lot of podcasts.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the daily shenanigans, which is just our overall topic. So we're just gonna get to know y'all deeper, ask y'all questions about your life and everything, and really just get to it. So first, we wanted to talk about, I guess, how y'all met, because I know y'all said y'all have known each other for like 8 years.
Yeah.
So we want to get into the origin story of y'all too.
Where I went to, that was a good question, sir. So I went to Winthrop University, and Frank's sister, Crystal, is my best friend. So she was the first person I ever met when I was on campus, ever. And when I met her, we just instantly like linked, you know what I'm saying? We were just tight. And then I met Frankie, of course, through Crystal. And then other than that, like, it was a wrap. Like, Frank always treated me like I was a little brother. You know what I'm saying? Ever since like the first time I met him, always showed love, you know, no matter what. And I think after that, it just kind of, me and Frankie we built our own relationship off of like me and Crystal and like my friends. Like me and Frank got like our own relationship when it comes to like personal and business, you know what I'm saying? Is like, and that's really just the origin story right there, 100%.
Myself. Yeah, I think everything that he said, and then just piggybacking off of that, like, I'm like a person, like, I can meet you, but like, until I really establish like a relationship with you, like, you're not like a friend or whatever. But whenever my father passed, like, all of them came and they supported my sister. And from that, like, you know, that just really, you know, touched my heart. So from there, like you said, he's always just been like a brother to me, you know? So
that's real life right there.
Oh my gosh. That's so good. I love hearing how people meet, because it's always like just an interesting story.
Yeah, for sure.
And now y'all are like, besties for the rested.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's great. So, specifically Frankie, but also everybody. When we was at the event, we're going to get into the event, but we was at the event, all right? We heard a lot about you being selfless, you being this great person. I believe that, amen. But I'm curious, what does it mean to you to be selfless?
That's a really good question. What does it mean to me? It's just really my walk. Like I think, like I said there, like, you know, we have these gifts, like y'all have these gifts, and for y'all to even provide us opportunity to be disciplined and be able to do it. I, like sometimes, especially like with production, like turnaround times and getting things back properly, like I be over there anxiety through the roof. Crazy. I be calling LJ like, man, like, and I literally, like, the moment I want to cut somebody out, I just turn on some gospel music and I just be rocking out to that shit. Like, I was told LJ, I was like, man, I was about to like take this man, and I was like, I just had to blast gospel music. So that's just what I do.
I think even to piggyback off of what Frankie's saying, I think even just the idea of like purpose, you know what I'm saying? It's like I think people like live this life with the idea of thinking that you only have one purpose. And then once that one purpose is over with, then your time here is done. If that was the case, then if you saw somebody in need and you helped them, then you probably would have ended your life there. You get what I'm saying? So having a purpose is multifaceted. You know what I'm saying? You can have multiple purposes. Like right here, what we're doing right here, this is purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I think that if more people had like the idea of thinking that, oh, okay, it's not something that, purpose isn't something that I have to chase. It's already inside of me.
Yeah.
Let me just work on myself and figure out what I like doing. That's where that purpose comes from. Because God, like I said, like at the end of the day, like how people see it, like God's in all of us at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And each one of us is just an idea of what God is, you know what I'm saying? So we got to ask ourselves what type of idea we going to make, you know? We only got like, what, how many years on this earth? We got to do something.
As much as he wants to be here, okay?
For real.
Don't put a number on it.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into the business of it all. So 9/9 and then the drop.
Yeah.
How did 9/9 come about? And what would you say 9/9, I guess, essentially is, what it's going to become? And then how do we transition into the drop?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So 9/9 is a collective of creatives that we all come together. Everybody have their own entity outside, but we come together and we just create like dope stuff. It came about just again like that selfless part of me and really just seeing like the vision between other people or seeing other people and then like saying like, oh, like if we put this together, it'll be dope.
Yeah.
Initially I'm a script writer, but somehow we just ended up producing this show. Yeah. What was the other part of your question?
Just like how 9/9 transitioned into the drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was crazy. I think that one kind of just Frank had the idea of like what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is like a idea that I came up with like in college.
Yeah. Like he been had it, and then I think Kamaria, which is Frankie's cousin's family, she like told Frank like, yo, like stop tripping. What are you waiting on? Do it. Like you're tripping right now. Let's get it. And after that was it. Battery back. We on.
Yeah.
He hit me up like, yo, we about to do this. Let's set it up like this, and this. So status, boom, boom, boom. And then, you know what I'm saying, then it came to life, you know what I'm saying? But it really came from, just like we was talking about before, about motivation, like somebody pushing you because they see the greatness in you. Yo, you need to go ahead and do this. Yeah,
because she was really like, stop playing with yourself. And I literally called Rio and I called LJ and I'm like, man, you know, I think we got this opportunity, we can do this. And they was like, yeah, no, we can actually do it. Because at first, like, we never did no show.
Didn't do nothing like this. Yeah. And it feels good, too, because, like, I remember, like, I was at work. I think I was on lunch break and Frank called me. He was like, yo, we got the partnership. We got it. And I was like, yes. I'm just like looking around like I ain't gonna be here too much longer. But you know, it's the journey, man. Like to really get something like off the ground to some, because really everything starts from the underground until you know it comes to light. So to actually see that actually like in front of you and see the people and witness it, it was like it's really a great experience for real.
Yeah. Definitely.
Good. So how you feel when you saw Tiny Desk be a thing and you was like, I had the idea first?
That's the crazy part, and I think it's really dope what we put out, right? But we definitely are pushing for more of like an MTV Unplugged, 106 and Park vibe.
Yeah, okay.
And I feel like when y'all see the next one, it'll make more sense. You know, this was the first one. Technically, it's like the pilot.
Yeah.
But it does have that same vibe. I think the greatest part about ours is that you're really able to get like the storytelling vibe. Like it's really like a message back behind it. And yeah.
Yeah, I think y'all have something good going on, because I would see that Tiny Desk be like, where, like when Juvenile High, he was like, where has he been?
Oh yeah.
Like, let me get some insight on Juvenile today. And but he would just do his little thing and peace out. So having that extra interview of like, okay, what you been up to, what you doing?
It's more intimate.
It's exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's the connectivity,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
And it's even deeper because like it's a show, but it's an event. The community get to come. It's for free. It's for be social. It's for the our community, people that look like us, and they can feel comfortable. Like you know what I'm saying? That's the dope part about it.
Amazing.
So, okay. So I had a question, because when I was watching yesterday, I know that you called it therapy, like therapeutic soul music. And what like songs of yours would be like, I don't know, something that's like your favorite, like something that really gives you like therapy when you wrote it?
Roll My Boat.
Okay.
100%. Like the first song, I think that one to me is like I wrote that song like as if it was a mantra specifically. That's the reason why the hook itself is so simplistic. It's not like too much. It's just really like roll my boat. You know what I'm saying? But each verse I'm giving a piece of one, like myself, but then also like I'm being conscious about things that I need to work on as well, which is highlighted in the second verse. But then the third verse, it goes into like specifically like it's okay, like where life is at the moment for you. You know, even if you feel like you're not necessarily where you want to be, you have to be in this position for you to get that work and that motivation to get to where you need to be at. So like back in the day, like Dev, like this my other sister right here too. Is like when we was in school, like I was staying with her. You feel me? Like I had to leave school because I didn't have the bread for it. So and they had a studio at Winthrop, and I did not want to go back home to Georgia, right? So like Dad was just like, shit, you can just live in my apartment. And I was there for what, a year and a half maybe, but every single day we was at the studio every day, every single day. You know what I'm saying? And what we did there, even like not even being completely enrolled, but it's just like the way that we, in my opinion, that we changed the music on that campus or at that school. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that's like different now because of the efforts that we did together as a community there by getting people who wanted to make music their whole lives and helping them record their first song. Yeah. Just to see how it feels for them. You know what I'm saying? We're not asking no paying or nothing like that. I'm not doing that anyway, right? So I'm coming in there anyway, like just, you know, learning for myself. And I think at the end of the day, that right there means a lot more because those are the same people that look back and be like, y'all, I appreciate you. Because at the end of the day, I'm still making music. I would have never did it if you didn't have that faith in me that I lacked. Yeah. And that's another thing that I feel like going off of like 9/9 and the drop and the way Frankie's so great at that because he sees that in people, that potential in people that they may not see at that time, you know what I'm saying? But then once we come together and after the event is over with, you damn near think you can fly. So it's just like,
I was just like, am I in church?
Straight up.
That's so good. Okay, so I agree with everything you said. Yep. So, who do you look for for inspiration when a lot of people kind of look to you all for inspiration? I think a lot of times you feel like you are still in that process, still working, but some people are not even where you at. So they're like, oh my God, I can't wait to get there. So, who are you, like your inspirational people that y'all look at?
Oh man,
you can go first, Frank.
All right, I got you. Talia Breon, like she is from North Carolina. She's a really good director, producer, visionary. Like she kind of like helped me shaped like who I am and brought me on my first set. Working with Bobby Baker, who's like worked with Tyler Perry. She's just very inspirational. Just kind of seeing like where she came from and how she carries herself. It's so professional, but so personable. She's so selfless. So I honestly, Talia, like that's definitely one person.
I would just say, and I guess. Stop looking at me, bro. No, I mean, I can't really say like a name. Like I would just say like my friends, like in general, like my close net of friends and that I go to when it comes to if you know we really locked in if I can send you music. If I send you music and you listen to it and you just tell me that you like it, I can't let you, you know what I'm saying? I can't send it to you no more. Any song I send Frankie, it's never just, oh, I like that. Nah, Frankie's like, no. You might want to, run it back real quick. Or like you might want to change the refrain. The same thing with Dev, it's the same thing. I think we all do the same thing. We all share ideas. And the great thing of, the reason why I'm inspired by my friends when it comes to that is because usually when you're in a situation and you're sharing ideas with other people, it's never always positive. The other person can have ill intent. It's like, oh, word, that's a nice idea.
Right.
Let me try it. You know what I'm saying? It's never nothing like in our circle. It's not a competition. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like when one of us go up, we all go up.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and all of the homies that I've known are still around. And I ain't never in my entire life had any friendships that last 8 years. Never. So these are like ones that I really do cherish the most, you feel me? So that's what inspires me when it comes to the music. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to, I don't think there's somebody that I specifically like look out, because social media really be so fake. So I'm like, I don't even really want to like hold my hat on anybody because I really don't know you. Right. So I would really only say my friends, even if they're not in any type of creative lane, it's like, you're still doing it every day. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you're doing it. Even if you're not doing it, you're at least thinking about it, talking about it. So we're in the lane of we're getting you to your overall goal. And I can just appreciate that. And obviously like Maddie, because we be doing this every day. And child, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to talk on this microphone. Yeah. But we be pushing each other. So yeah, definitely when you got your good people around, that's really all the motivation you need, but looking outwards, be careful. Because you don't know them people.
It's the community.
Yeah, community is really, really important, especially like you don't need people saying yes to you all the time. Sometimes you just need someone to be like, that's not a good idea. Like, girl, that's crazy. I don't like it. Because sometimes you have bad ideas, and that's okay. Like, at least you got ideas.
Yeah.
So,
that's real.
I think just community overall.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
I gotta have your people. Okay, yeah. What was the hardest part of getting this vision to reality? Like, it dropped.
Is it all hard?
It's on Frankie. You got it. The hardest part? That's a good question.
I'm just trying to see if I'm gonna be PR about it. Well, the hardest part. Well,
you wanna go? I mean, cause I'll go.
Go ahead, bro.
So to me, to me personally, like when it comes to like the hardest part about getting an event done, it's not necessarily about the like plans of getting it made. It's about what happens the day of, like, or the day before, right? It's always something that just happens, like 100%. Everything I love. Before I'm in Georgia, I called Frankie and I was like, "Yo, Frank, my car's not starting right now. Like, I don't know what's going on." Frank's like, "All right, word. Well, it's late. We got to get a rental car or whatever, right?" So it's like, we had to get one. But I tell you, this has happened multiple times. It's always when like when you're about to have like a super high moment. I honestly just look at it as like trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a test. Either you can get frustrated and just say forget it and then stay at the crib, or you can make it work, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you're not there, it's still gonna go on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It just makes you see exactly like, is it important to you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Literally like today. Okay.
Like today, right? Yeah. 100%.
45 minutes gonna be here.
We here. I think for me, it's just, again, like Nana, everybody has like their own entities outside of the drop and working with us. So the turnaround times is kind of crazy sometimes. So it's kind of like I'm at home anxious, like, all right, when you get this to me, and then I'm double texting, triple texting, like, can you please get this to me? I think that is the hardest part because every piece has to be perfect for it all to look like what it is. We shot a drop in October.
Yeah.
And everybody's just seeing it now. It's April.
Yeah.
So just building those pieces and getting all those pieces and making sure it looks properly for the viewers, like that definitely was a challenge. But I guess the greatest part, like just going back to the community, I feel like we have good people. So, you know, they don't mind me hitting them up at any time of night trying to get my stuff. So, yeah, that was a challenge, though. That was the hardest part of this, the sound.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we can go down there, but just know.
Yeah.
It was really hard to get them files. Not like
it was really hard for us to get them files.
Oh
we
my goodness.
Yeah.
I can see that. It really looked like a really amazing. Even the event we went to watch it was really good. So I'm like, I wonder how it really all came together. Because I know throwing events is a lot, and there's always something. Like I said, even for us to get here today was a lot. So it's like, I wonder what was really doing it. But it was the sound, I see. But I'm glad everything got together.
Straight up.
Yeah, but shout out to Danny Hurley because he saved the project.
Straight up.
He definitely saved that project.
Straight up.
So
special shout out to the homie.
Yeah, for real.
When you like pick your team and everyone around you, is it just like natural or it's like, oh, someone put me on, or just something like weird?
That is a good one. Nah, it's all natural. It's kind of like you can have dope work. But if your personality isn't correct, if you're not able to blend, if you're not flexible, like I don't want to work with you. Like, and it's like nothing against you. I don't have no hard feelings. Like I've worked with people before that are dope, but it was just kind of like their spirit on set.
Yeah.
You know, because it's kind of like whenever you don't know who you're gonna work with, you don't know what's gonna happen. A lot of times, like artists, they're like they're needy. They come in there entitled. You know, and it's kind of like you just have to have a spirit to just kind of be like, you have to step back. Like, I just pick people that can actually work with anybody and can really like fill a room properly.
Yeah, I can attest to that. I think too is like with our group is like we got that mentality to where it's like nothing's bigger than the group. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing's bigger than like the system that we got. You know, I think sometimes when people come in and their egos is what's motivating them, then it causes issues that were never there, and we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, at the end of the day, like we're not out just for self. We out for our group. We out for the people that's around us. Because at the end of the day, it's like just based off what we've done. It's like connected with so many other people. We just met this guy in freaking Publix who makes rap music.
Yeah.
I don't know. Frankie just yelling at me.
Look, I was getting my sub. I was like, he a rapper.
He makes rap music. And I'm like, oh, word. And then we just swap contacts there, right? You know what I'm saying? Because out of something small like that, just to find out that no name, but just to find out that he was really going through some things at the same time. He lost somebody that he really did care about, and he put the music down. You know what I'm saying? But then when we brought it back up, we started talking to him, he was like, you know what, like, you know, I just now started, you know, picking it back up. Maybe this right here is a sign. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Who knows how the world works? You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, it's just like, you know, if we could be any type of light for other people, you know what I'm saying, who feel like their vision is blind, we out there.
Yeah, because that man, he lit up. Like,
he was happy, man.
Yo, yeah.
Nah, he was mad happy.
I was over there getting my sub, and they was just over there, like, chopping it up. I came over there, like, he was real happy. He was like, yeah, let me follow you on the socials and everything, man. Yeah.
I think it's the way I talk. I think I just talk, like, really, really well.
Yeah, man. You Man, you articulated
like
wonderful.
Let's get it.
This man,
I gotta be better.
Okay, I'm getting my shit.
yeah. Doing interviews with him is crazy, y'all. Like, honestly, I just be like, yeah, bro. Just go ahead. Just go ahead, bro. Please.
That's funny.
Oh, shit.
So we didn't ask, but it just popped in my head. What got you into music?
Oh, man. It's just been the fabric of my life since forever. My family felt like your recreation time or spending time with friends was like going to piano lessons, you playing like the viola in school, going to choir. So like that's just kind of like what I've always just been. Like my family, they like to sing, they love music. So yeah, I don't know, like I just kind of landed somewhere in between working with artists and
then also creating the foundation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of look at it as that's like how I kind of, because Frank don't think that he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you tell your Frank, I think that you really do be handling shit for real. He's like, man.
Yeah,
I really do though. Yeah.
Nah, I really like, honest to God, like I want to. Well, I want to see myself the way that other people see me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so dope. But like just being in the space is just kind of like I'm human. I'm human like everybody. And I think ultimately like the greatness that people see in me, I see that in everybody that I connect with. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Frankie. Nah, but I got into music. Mine was more like I don't think I necessarily like had a choice like that. Cause like I grew up like my grandfather, then they had like quartet like back in the day, the singing stars, you know what I'm saying, like type of thing. And then my dad came, and you know my dad, he makes plays, so he's done that my entire life, still doing it now, you know what I'm saying. So I didn't grow up really like going to parties or doing things that other kids was doing. Like when I was like 13, we was making TV shows on Fox, right? Like my three sons, like we're doing that. So it's like my lifestyle was just different because it was on the road a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of got into it because our dad kind of gave us a studio when we was 13. We didn't know what to do with it, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we tried, right? And I remember the first song me and my brother them ever made, we made a remix to like I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King. Like we was like, I have a dream. I have a dream. So it's just like, and at the time we go back, we like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like at that point we thought it was the best thing that ever touched anything. Like we made that, you know what I'm saying? But I think it was just the idea of like realizing that like I'm literally creating something that's never been here before. That's insane. Like I'm making something that has not been here before. And I said it before, like even though what you do make could have been said by somebody else, they cannot form it in the way that you're saying it. Or they can't form it in the act that you're playing it out. You know what I'm saying? I think that's another reason why I love it so much.
Yeah, that's how I feel about podcasting, because there's a million podcasts, and it's just like, it's either the people gonna fuck with you or they not. Like, just do what you gotta do, say what you gotta say. Even if we all sitting there, everybody talking about Drake and Kendrick, okay, so maybe they want to hear you talk about Drake and Kendrick. Like, it doesn't matter. Just do it if you want to do it.
Right, your perspective matters.
That's real life.
Exactly.
Everybody has their own perspective.
Exactly.
Shout out to the homie there.
Alright, I know we got another one. Are we going Quotable. Okay, so quotable, last segment, really. Basically, just what you want to be quoted on from the podcast, period. It could be something you already said, something that's really on your heart, but what can be quoted on? Because everything else, you know, they can't quote you on nothing.
Yeah, but not quote me.
Dang, they got the good questions.
You want to go
here.
first?
Nah, man, you gotta go first. And you might only got, I think you might just have the answer, man. I have to think about that one.
So, I mean, this one's kind of like, we kind of say this one like all the time when we're like around people or like in crowds and stuff, but we kind of like hone in the idea of like, you know, if you're an artist or if you're just anybody, no matter what, like how you said, like not even my friends who don't even do any art stuff, right? But they wake up doing the same thing every time. If you're doing something every single day, make sure that you're doing it because it's real for you, not because what you think is going to be real for other people. Because if you live your life think of like off of like what you think is real for other people, you will lose yourself. and it's hard to lose yourself and find yourself again. It's a whole nother process.
Yeah.
So here what we do is that we make sure that no matter what we create, write down, even if we're writing for somebody else, right, we're making it because it's real for ourselves. And if they feel it, that's just because they can relate to what we're saying. You know what I mean? So that's the call to action. It's like, you know what I'm saying, make exactly how you feel. And because vulnerability is like a superpower to me. I think being real, being honest with yourself, and no matter your flaws, no matter the mistakes you made, it doesn't matter because it all amounts to you. And the thing that's crazy to me is that we'll hold people to mistakes like we ain't made none ourselves.
Okay.
Like I'm just like, oh, I don't like
and
you.
Will.
You know what I'm saying?
I will do that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
so bad.
you know, and we'll do it because at the end of the day, it's just like we're all still growing. We change every day. I am not the same Jo Pastel or Joseph that I was 24 hours ago. I was not. You know what I'm saying? So I think as long as we can like look in there, we can't help but evolve. And I feel like the moment that we stop evolving, we need to like one disconnect so that we can reconnect back with ourselves and also our people. Okay, I feel like I answered that question for Frankie as well, but I will let my man go ahead and spit something.
Nah, I ain't even gonna say nothing. You did that, man. I can't even follow that.
I gotta go last.
Man.
The only thing that I have, because I was thinking about it, I saw this thing on TikTok, because yeah, that's where I be finding stuff. And it was another podcast. This woman was talking about alignment and how like she was comparing it to like you have Invisalign or your braces, and how through the process of alignment it's gonna be painful, it's gonna hurt, you gotta switch out different stuff, different Invisaligns, make sure you got the right fit. But once it's there, it's a pretty picture. Your teeth are clear and perfect. So that's really my quotable, because you really gotta like, the process is gonna be painful, it's gonna hurt, you gotta figure it out. But once you got it, the pretty picture is there, and now you have beautiful teeth. You know what I mean? So like,
straight up.
I like that. I like that too. How do you like?
The pressure.
It was on my head because I saw it earlier or yesterday or something.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I was thinking, I just feel like, as we always say, like, community is important. The people around you are important. The people around you in your space. So always like uplift your friends and just make sure that the people around you are safe and, you know, just doing well. And it's not always about yourself. It's always about your community and your family. Just make sure everyone around you is all right.
That's beautiful. I
like that.
Period. So give them the information, what's next, whatever you gotta say right now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's all you, Mike.
All right. So yeah, you can catch the drop on YouTube. So it's two different YouTube videos. One is the performance, and then the other one is the interview. And what's next? So what's next? We're gonna have the drop June
15th, I think. Is it 15th?
It's like 15th, 16th. Don't quote me.
Period.
Don't quote me. It's one of those dates, and it would be with Siaka.
100%.
I got it right.
Yeah,
I got it right.
And she's a mad dope artist from North Carolina too, so she's really good.
And I've said her name incorrectly, and I do apologize. This is my public apology for saying it twice
100%.
wrong. But nah, her music is fire. I'm really excited for her to come on there. She is Charlotte native.
Yeah, like I'm not necessarily, I don't want to quote it, but I know that she's a native from North Carolina though.
Yeah, and Charlotte really rocks with her.
She's mad though. She's like co-signed by like Missy Elliott and Saw or like Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying? Like Ruben Vince. Like these are people that's like, you know, they're definitely like noticed, and her music is definitely different. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's definitely a new taste of like North Carolina, like the vibes here. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what kind of gravitated me to her music. So I'm very excited to actually watch her perform. You know what I'm saying? But for us, I mean, what's new is really, you know, more music. We got more music videos coming out soon. We got a couple of singles that's about to come out, be dropping soon. Also, like, especially for the drop, even though we have it on YouTube as 2 sections, say, for example, if you can't get to YouTube, we actually are about to drop the live complete the live audio sessions on Apple, Spotify, and all platforms, so that you can actually listen to the experience as well. Than just having to see the video if you can't actually see the video. So that's going to be another great experience as well. Other than that, you know, working on, well, not necessarily, but I'm not working on like an album like that. I'm working on ideas.
Okay,
like I'm working on ideas. Like we do have a single that is coming out. It's just it's almost done. So that is an exclusive on here. So that is coming out very soon. But album wise or like a complete project, not yet. When we do get onto it, it'll probably be the beginning of next year, maybe, or maybe December, just depending on the timing. But definitely have a lot more in store, though. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, nah, we gonna push on now.
Yeah, we about to go crazy. We really about to go crazy for real.
He doesn't see us.